situation. Understand, it is an unusual condition for a woman to bleed, God, for 12 long years. Understand now, how can she lose so much blood and not die? God, she should have been dead by now. When you understand, she was having heavy menstrual bleeding. With this, it is difficult to maintain now usual activity, because the Bible even says that there is life in the blood. The more blood you lose, the more life you lose. But understand, the more blood she's losing is the way she figures out how to move. How is she moving, losing blood? I got to say that again. How is it that you're moving, losing? I've got to say that again. How is it that you're still moving if you're losing? Oh my God, I got to say it again. Y'all not getting it. How is she moving if she's losing? How are the lights still on if they cut my paycheck? How am I still putting food on the table if I ain't got the money to meet the necessities in my household? The Bible says now typically the menstrual bleeding lasts 4 to 5 days, and the amount of blood lost within the time period ranges from 2 to 3 tablespoons. God, I got to break it down so you can see she should have been there. More than likely, she is not a healthy. She is not a healthy sized woman. So she is definitely becoming fatigued. Understand, when you lose blood, do you know what happens? Not only is she losing blood, but she's got to be looking like she's losing it. Because when you lose life, you lose your color. When you lose life, now to understand, the average body weight is about 150 pounds in that particular day to 180 pounds, which means she would contain between 1.2 to 1.5 gallons of blood in the body. Over the course of 12 years, she bleeds non-stop 4,380 days, and she loses 10 gallons of her neighbor and said, neighbor, if you want to see a miracle, you're shaking the hand of one right now. Why do you know you're shaking the hand of one? Because the resources I have, I ain't got them, but I'm still living my faith. Come on, Winston, I feel like preaching now. It's time to have church. And this is an unusual condition. But understand, she got an unusual touch. Because anytime now you got a condition that's so unusual, you gotta have the praise to match the unusuality of the situation that you're going through. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, that's why my praise so radical, because the hell that I'm in, that's why I'm clapping so hard, because the fight that I'm fighting, that's why I run like I run, so I won't lose my mind in the house of God. Now the Bible says she has now, Bishop Smith, an unusual touch. We've been preaching this text. Can I get a little bit more volume? We've been preaching this text. But woman of God, when we preach the text, we stop with that the woman touched. But when you look at the text, in the original language, the word in the Greek that is used for touch is not really touch, but it should have been grabbed. When you look at it now, that's why Jesus was able to make a distinction. He said, who touched me? But what he really wanted to say was, who in the world who grabbed me. Look at your neighbor. When, oh gosh, if you were in the text, the disciples were so confused. I need about 3 of y'all to come up here and help me preach. Now, if you read the text said, Jesus said, who touched me? But the disciples were confused because the disciples were like, I touched her. The neighbor touched her. But Jesus looked at the disciples and said, disciples, the touch that I felt, this wasn't just a touch, but somebody grabbed me. I need you to look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, don't just touch her, but my situation's so bad, I've got to grab her. I need him to know that somebody got a need from the living. I gotta go. The text now says, G. Morgan Campbell, he began to declare that what the woman touched was the craspador. If you understand the garment that Jesus had on, the woman was so intentional about her touch. She just didn't grab any part of the garment, but history says she grabbed the most significant thing that Jesus was wearing. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you gotta be intentional about your grab. You gotta be intentional about your praise. If you see me clapping, I ain't playing patty cake. If you see me jumping, I ain't jumping rope. But when I jump, I'm jumping out of hell. When I clap, I'm clapping for deliverance. When I run, I'm running for my life. When I shout, who touched Jesus? I didn't touch him. I grabbed him. And when I grabbed I gotta go. The text says, when she touched her, I gotta get out of here. When she touched her, the Bible declares she got what she needed as she tried to leave incognito. But Jesus saw the woman. Now this is amazing. The woman crawled to Jesus, but when she got what she needed, she will walk away. Y'all not hearing me? Look at your neighbor. It's the neighbor. You saw me crawling, but before the revival is over, I'm going to be walking. I'm going to be running. I'm going to be shouting. I'm going to be singing. What the devil meant for bad, turn it for my good. Leave your seat. Go shake 2 hands and say, neighbor, it ain't over, but it's getting ready to happen. It ain't over. You get ready to come out. Praise him. Dance. Shout. Jump. Leap. It ain't over. It was unusual. Everybody clap, though. Let's keep this revival all right. Lift up your hands. Be encouraged, brothers and sisters. Come on, I'm getting ready to let you go. I apologize. Hold up. I'm finished. I apologize. I got so happy. Because hold on. Because it blessed me. Jesus. No. This is why. I wanted to walk. This was not just information to show y'all he's smart. Oh, he did his own. No. I need you to see how God can move from nothing. Hold up. If you read it, and I'm glad I got a nurse here. If you understand, she was so weak and deficient of blood.